said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To throw, it's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Pulls it in. It's Young. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Got his man out of the backfield. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground and try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was kept.
There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size...
Touchdown, Dogs! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's it's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Morgan. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. Snagged out of the air. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this one.
The Dogs are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Still running at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. A strike downfield. Good, solid tackle. And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and
headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. Can set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him in front.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire 1st half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the running game. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Good timing on the quick out. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Breaks the tackle. Picks up the first down, still moving. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Colorado State.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Dyer. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Wiley. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You get a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback race, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spot.
He unleashes a long one, and he's got it inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a
looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off-play action on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Extending the play. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Dyer. He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 300.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. He'll take the deep shot. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the ability.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bulldogs!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.